What up? What up? What up? What it is? What it do? You know who it is. Who are you? We
You.
back again with a vibe check from the 22 twos. We're here
Yep.
for a quick vibe check because there's a lot of, I guess you want to say vibes going
Yeah, a
around.
lot of
A
lot,
lot of
lot of
vibes going
wildness
around.
going on. A lot of wild
Uh,
vibes.
I don't know what
Out of
kind of vibes
pocketness
they
going
are.
on.
Scary vibes. Um, I mean, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's kind
Well, you
of
know what?
Yeah.
I
it's
got you, Maneuver.
it's
You don't have to
kind of
say you don't got to say nothing else. I'll just paint the picture for you, gentlemen, and you offer your opinion. That's why people listen, right? So they can hear our opinion on matters in the world that are going on right now that people have all opinions about, but this opinion matters most, right? So here we are talking about Mr. West, Mr. Kanye West, who had a song it's unreleased but it's coming out. It's called Cousins, right? Talks about his cousin who's currently locked up in jail for life
Yeah.
for killing, allegedly taking the life of a woman who was pregnant, which is no
That's
laughing,
crazy.
which is no
Yeah.
laughing matter. And he said
Yeah.
that he feels like he had an imminent impact on his life because of how he treated women
Yeah.
when they were growing up, because he gave him dirty magazines that came from his father. And I'll read the direct quote that came from Kanye West. And brace yourselves, fellas. It's a spicy one. So this song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't, quote unquote, look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines since he was 6 and then acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found on top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick, pause, till I was 14 years old. Now, Kanye, what, judging by your faces after this omission, I'm judging that you guys have a couple things to say about that tweet. I mean, black men's trauma is not a laughing matter. The experiences that the formative experiences that we go through as children lead to the individuals who we are today. Shout out to him for his courage to be able to have that kind of conversation publicly among the masses, for us to be able to draw a conclusion and offer our opinions on stuff that we don't necessarily understand, which he's trying to allow us to understand. But fellas, how do we feel about Kanye West sucking dick until he was 14 years old?
It's tough, man. I mean, I gotta give it to him. That's tough. Cause it's like it's different, bro. Because it's like, hey, man, that's well, I say this because I talk about it. Well, it's in the concept, like my wife, she deals with a lot of these
Talk
cases.
about sucking dick?
No, my wife, she deals with a lot of these cases.
No, okay, all right.
Yeah. So she deals with a lot of these cases, man. So it's like, it's one of those things, bro. It's a tough thing.
It's no joke, man.
I'm surprised he even mentioned it. That's what's so crazy to me, But now that might, it said when we look at patterns, and all these things that he's been. What? No. It does. No, it.
I'm trying to complete it. I'm trying to complete it.
You want to make this a big joke,
bro? This ain't a joke. No, this joke is crazy. Like, this man actually came out and said this, like, in front of everybody. Out of all of the trauma he's been through, I was shocked he even said it. So I can't laugh at that, man. My wife, she deals with these cases, man, and it's tough, bro. It's tough. It's not. Right. If you notice, nobody has joked on him about this.
Where have you been?
I haven't seen that much jokes about it.
I just gotta say this. This is all I gotta say. I find it very, what's the word? Irresponsible of Kanye to come out and say this about his cousin who's in jail for life for murder.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is
thank you.
Hella irresponsible, yo.
Because he could have been the toughest motherfucker in jail. Now he ain't so tough.
That.
Because
not after that, man. It's over for that man.
Mans was Peter Puff until 14 years. Well, I mean, he wasn't doing the Peter Puffing. It was Kanye.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say. So it's like his
cousin might get killed. He might have killed him.
Nah,
destroy the
we don't
president
wish,
now, man.
we don't wish for that. But
no. But once they find that out,
yeah. Well, I mean, they already know. They already know.
Yeah.
But,
a lot of bad things
will
happen, man.
My thing is, we laid out the seriousness of the situation. You know, when someone comes out publicly and has that conversation, you know, with the masses, again, it's in the court of public opinion. You talked about it in front of everybody. It's a tweet. It's gonna live in infamy. We know what you did, and now it kind of gives credence to South Park when they call him a gay fish, right?
Right.
But again, I'm done. Last joke. But all jokes aside, Mr. West, he's been needing
help.
He's been needing counseling
man.
and help for a very long time, and you know, kind of now we see it. You have to give props to Kim Kardashian because she kind of reined him in a little bit and got him some of the help that he needed, and people thought
that's crazy. Kim was the voice of reason. Imagine that.
Outside looking in, we were looking at that situation of her being controlling when she wasn't, as we can clearly see now.
That man had a beautiful. They got a beautiful family, man.
So
that's what I'm saying. He still do. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be something that much to make him. Because I remember, bro, he was rapping about wanting Kim for like forever. I remember forever he was talking about that. So for that's what I'm saying. It must have been some real serious stuff for him to let that go. That it must be that detrimental.
He's been hearing the voices. You know what I'm saying, from the outside, and you know, people feed into his ego. He's obviously an egotistical individual, and you know, when you hear those voices, all the other voices of reason sound adverse, like it's going against you. So you know, that's why I think that, you know, therapy is important for him. I hope he finds the healing and the love that he needs. You know what I'm saying, to be able to get over that guilt that he feels, him putting his cousin in that situation. So, you know, prayers and love and all that good stuff. It's not a joke, bro. It's not a joke. I'm being real. I'm not talking about his cousin being in this situation.
Let's move on.
We'll move to the next topic, man. Next topic.
We lost him.
Next topic.
Man, perfect timing. Cause
next topic.
He was taking it a little too far with that.
He's going too much, man.
But Walmart internet kicked. Oh, he's back.
There it is. There he is.
Had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, quick bathroom break. Quick impromptu bathroom break. But listen, that's not all we have to discuss today, fellas. We have the big elephant in the room, the news that broke on Sunday night, so to speak. Listen, stop laughing. Come on, this is difficult for me to get through. I'm trying to moderate and be serious.
It's all right. We listening, man.
Tell the stories that the people need to hear our opinion on. So one of my personal role models, if you will, was someone that I look up to in the media space. Shannon Sharpe has been presented with a civil suit by attorney Tony
Busby.
With the young lady who was at first named as a
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe, accusing him of sexual assault and battery and a number of different charges.
And you gotta say SA. You gotta say SA though, man, because if you don't, it's not gonna go on YouTube.
And listen, we all know. My bad.
Yeah.
So Tony, we can censor that out. Tony Busby has been known to take up. He was one of the lead attorneys.
Which one?
In the not necessarily because he took on the Deshaun Watson case with all the women who were his accusers.
Yeah.
Most recently was discredited by his lawsuit with P. Diddy and Puffy, No Diddy, and Jay-Z for their sexual assault claim that was promptly
SA. I
didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You just said.
I'm sorry. So that's all I can say, bro. I just,
just say SA, man. Just say SA.
Off of SA. So right now, a couple of details have come out. Really ugly situation.
Is it though?
Where the audio? it kind of is. It doesn't look good for.
It don't look good, man. It don't look
Shannon
good.
Sharpe. You know what I mean?
Have y'all watched?
At least from a lifestyle perspective.
Have you guys watched him and Chad Johnson? Don't look good.
Yeah, he talks
Is
crazy.
it a surprise?
He talks crazy. But the thing is, now there's actions to match with the things that he was saying.
Yeah,
Because none of us took him seriously with most of the things that he had to say. At least me, I didn't take him at face value with some of the things he had to say.
Others like,
you know what I mean? And you know, there was leaked audio that came out with a conversation between him and the young lady, which I'm working to get her name right now. I think it was Gabby.
S.A. Victor.
yeah, yes, yeah. Gabby Zuniga.
Yes, Gabby Zuniga, who was the SA accuser, and a part of this, what makes Shannon Sharpe look bad. I'll spin this back to you guys. He offered a $10 million settlement to keep this on the hush hush, right? Because he was a couple days away of renegotiating his deal with the network, with ESPN and Disney, looking for a contract deal upwards of nine figures, a nine-figure deal with Disney, which obviously is in flux right now, as the network heads and SAS said that they're going to be looking at the situation very closely and monitoring it to see the direction in which it goes. So, fellas, I'll start with you, Mr. Maneuvers. Unpack the situation. Give me your breakdown and what you think is or what are your thoughts?
I don't think it looks fishy. I think if you got $100 million coming, I'll pay $10 million to keep something quiet so that $100 million can get there. I don't think there's nothing fishy about that. Regardless of if it's right or wrong,
facts.
Record of public opinion.
Yeah, that's where you're at right now. That's where you're at right now. Yeah.
All that said, I mean, like, and disagree with me or agree with me, I don't care. But I just feel like, listen, it's nothing more than conversation and jokes when we are talking about public figures' private lives that come to light. Like, if I was doing it, I wouldn't be getting sued for $10 million or nothing. It literally is. It happens every day. There is somebody out there who doesn't have as much money, but based on their level versus Diddy level, they have the same amount of baby oil. Like, it's a fact of life. Like, there are rich people are doing it, and there are broke people are doing it. Trust me. Listen. So it's like yo. Was she a minor? Was she a minor?
There's no difference. She wasn't a minor, but you know what? A lot of the criticism comes from is his passion.
Listen, she sounds like she got a Spanish name. You gotta watch out for them Spanish them. They're real about them Spanish them.
Chill, man. Y'all trying to get canceled tonight, boy.
Listen.
I'm joking.
It's all jokes. We're not serious.
Yeah.
Listen, we have friends, family that are of Hispanic descent. So please, all y'all relax. This is just fun that we having online. But what I will say, a lot of the criticism, though, Maneuvers also came from his. Listen, mostly came from his opinion. When Donnell Rollins, when he was talking about him dating women that were younger, you know what I'm saying? And then this comes out, and he has a whole BDSM relationship with young lady. Who he's fulfilling fantasies with. Go ahead, Donna.
I think it's crazy, man, because it's like, I think because it's like we see these guys and they're like pillars of the community, and they're all this other stuff. But
that nigga ain't no pillar of the community. He talks shit real good.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, the concept is that we looked at this dude as being this guy, and commend him, bro, from coming from being NFL. I mean, you got to think about it. This guy's a gold jacket. Went to CBS, then went to Fox. Now he probably should have stayed with Fox. Fox would have probably defended him better. But he went to Fox still got Joy Taylor over there.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think what's crazy to me is like, man, there's guys, even though they get this money, they get this affluence, they get this notoriety, a lot of these guys, man, still don't have common sense.
They get dragged into the freaky shit, right?
Yeah, it's like, dude,
it's crazy,
bro.
huh?
Why are you calling her on the phone, talking all of that stuff for, man?
Because she was matching his freak.
No.
She was matching his freak.
She was into
that.
It
was
that.
Nah, but you gotta but you still gotta realize, because even Cam said it. Cam said it.
No, hold on,
Cam said it.
Listen.
Even Cam said it was like, yo, you gotta know who you dealing with, because wherever you went, she followed you. It was clearly there was something going on. So if you want to be talking all of this stuff on your stuff with Ocho, Ocho, and you got your little podcast and you got your bro, like, where's your common sense at to not realize where the situation is?
And Darnell, to your point, dealing with these women, why are you leaving paper trail? Why do you have text messages? Why don't you have in-person meetups? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you have NDAs? Why don't you have things
bro,
in
he's
place?
60 years old, bro. He's 60.
You've been moving around like this for a while, we can see. You should have buffers in place in case the bullshit hits the fan, to make sure you don't get put in these situations, because guess what? Coming on Disney was a come up. That was
number one, he hasn't been moving around like this in a while. Where he at today, he wasn't, when he was with Fox, he wasn't there. Shay is a whole nother media mogul right now. And that's why this is happening.
That's where you're wrong. Because I feel like he built his platform to a point where he's become who he is. Yeah. Disney's done something good. No.
I'm not saying, I'm not talking about Disney. I'm talking about Shay. Shannon Sharpe. Not commentator on Get Up or First Take or Sports Center or anything like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about who he is. He wasn't that 5 years ago.
True.
Like, true. Where he at now, he is elevated his stature in the media business. So it's a little different. But fellas, I hear everything you're saying. But it's like, when you in it and you with a shorty, and I gotta believe if he into certain things like that and she into certain things like that, like, you meet somebody, there's a certain expectation that you probably have. Like, nah, this person ain't gonna roll like that, because this is not vanilla. This is not vanilla.
Nah, that's where you're wrong. It is vanilla. Okay, that one went over y'all head. It is vanilla, right?
I can't be talking like that. So.
Yeah, I know. You know,
it's not Spanish. It's not one of these Spanish men.
Is it? Oh, they said the Spanish in them said pop up.
Nah. It's not.
What's up? One time.
But listen, the more of the story is, and I'll leave with this final thought: when you are a public figure, you are a target. No one else has recognized this or preached about this more than the gentleman who is the subject of this conversation, is Shannon Sharpe. He's known this for a very long time. He's known exactly how to move. He's had conversations over and over again with Chad Ochocinco about having relationships with women, not wanting to settle down, sexual relationships with women, having consensual relationships with women, having to settle down. He has not wanted to do any of those things, and it's terrible when we see the day that one of my heroes turn around and he's the subject of this kind of conversation. But anyway, fellas, it's always fun when we have these kind of talks.
Private business.
You know what I'm saying?
Private business.
And it's public, my brother.
Yeah.
Listen, we got a lot more
Killed the
content on the
wrong
way
chick.
for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Vibe check on deck. We're gonna keep pumping these videos out to y'all. It's 22 tunes. We out.
Peace.